It's Friday, November the 12th, and here we are for our weekly hot take.
Happy Veterans Day yesterday to all our clients and those that are listening who are veterans. We want to sincerely, from our heart, say to you, thank you for what you have given to our country in so many different ways, and we are honored to call you veterans, and we mean that sincerely. So thank you.
Well, I guess the big news was, I guess it was Wednesday when inflation came in at 6.2% year over year.
To say it was hot, it is an understatement. It was hot. It to the touch hot. So
Yeah, and it doesn't look like it's going to abate anytime soon. So it's something that we're going to be living with, and the thought of having transitory inflation, I think, is pretty much out the window.
The net result to the Fed is their consideration of their tapering. Is it going to have to be faster? The bond market now is speculating that by summer next year there's at least a 50% chance of a rate increase. So we'll have to watch as December, January inflation numbers go, as the supply chain and what that does. The true infrastructure bill looks like it will be passed, so that's going to put some money into the system, hopefully the first of the year for true infrastructure. So all these things are still in play and watching it. It's just another storm cloud on the horizon that we have to pay attention to, but still the two factors that we are watching, that is TINA. There's no other alternative.
Yeah.
Other than the stock market, and you don't fight the Fed. Steady as she goes. We're still in the market watching for opportunities to invest as we sit right now.
We've built an alternative to CD type of portfolio. Now, let me preface this by saying it is not as safe as money in a CD. When we use our Riskalyze score and built this portfolio, it's a 30 on a scale of 100 as far as risk is concerned. The S&P 500, to give you a frame of reference, is a 76. So there is risk associated with it. But if you have second line money, meaning like you have your emergency money in place, and then you've got additional money that you've just put in CDs, and you probably will never have to use that money, we've built a portfolio for that to help with rates of return. And, historically they're in the 3 to 4% range. We're not taking near the risk that you would have in your normal portfolio with us, but it's an alternative. But if you have nothing but emergency money, that's not where that money needs to be introduced.
We did an interesting search for several clients who asked us to explore CDs. We were willing to look out as far as 3 years. I asked Gibb the hypothetical. He was doing the same thing, so he knew the answer. But if you wanted to lock your money out for 3 years, FDIC insured, and you had six figures, what do you think you'd get in return for that period of time?
They probably would guess over 1%. But it's not. It's 0.7%.
And so then we ask the question, if you did that for 3 years and inflation, let's say, levels out at 5% or levels out at 4%, but to do the math, it levels out at 5%. What is the return for that 3-year period?
It's negative. So it's negative. If it was 4%, it would be negative 4.3, plus you're paying taxes on the 0.7. So, it's a losing proposition for sure. Now, the money is going to be safe, but it is losing when you count the real inflation in it.
So to get the comfort level of FDIC insurance, you need to lose money. That doesn't make a lot of sense to us right now. So anyway, we're still looking at ways with the TINA factor, to find places to grow, but manage money within the risk factor. By the time this CD gets published by next week.
This video. It's not a CD.
Video. It's not. Well, it's technology.
Communication demand.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to go with?
Yeah. But by the time it gets to you next week, we probably will be hosting Phil Orlando. So this message is important for those that are listening. But if it's new to you, take a chance, give us a call. Don't forget Phil Orlando next week. It is going to be a really good evening on the 16th in Kernersville. We have a lot of clients and new folks that have signed up, so we look forward to seeing you there.
We'll start directly at 6. He'll go
Actually 5:30.
Okay.
Be there at 5:30. He's talking
at 6. So he's
going
to be on at 6.
That's right.
Not 6:01, but 6.
6 o'clock. So we're kind of on a good schedule, but we look forward to seeing it and be ready to ask good questions. He is always open.
You think he'll have anything to talk about?
I think he will. We're positive. We're cautious. We're looking ahead. We know there's going to be good opportunities. We still believe by the end of the year we're going to see up numbers, but volatility is here, folks. But as you go through the week, have a good weekend. Thank you, veterans, again, for what you've done. But always remember, it is your money.
And your money matters.
See you next week.